If Japan is on your bucket list, you have probably realized one thing. Planning this trip is exciting, but it can also be very overwhelming. Should you spend more time in Kyoto or Tokyo? Is Osaka really worth it? How many days do you actually need to visit? Do you need a JR pass? How much will be the trip cost? And how do you fit everything into itinerary without feeling rushed? Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel for another video. My name is Purva and me and my husband love exploring new places, creating travel guides, sharing honest experiences, spending hours researching so that you don't have to, and helping you plan better trips. So if you are thinking about visiting Japan for the first time, this video is going to save you a lot of time, money and confusion. By the end of this guide, you will know exactly when to visit, which cities are worth your time, how to travel between the cities, where to stay, how much will be the budget, and we will take you through a complete day-to-day itinerary covering all the major tourist attractions like Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Kyoto, Nara, Osaka and more that you can follow exactly same. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable and let's start planning your dream trip to Japan. But before we jump into the details, please don't forget to like and comment on this video. It really motivates us to create more such informative videos for you all. Also, if you are watching this video on phone, so please do hide this video. We have divided this video into different sections, so you can directly jump to the section you are interested to watch. Now, let's get started. Let's start with the first question. Why is Japan on so many people's bucket list? Japan is one of those few countries where every day feels like a completely different experience. One moment you feel like you're surrounded by the bright lights and the energy of Tokyo, and within the day you could be walking through peaceful temples, bamboo forest and admiring the beauty of Mount Fuji. It is a perfect blend of traditional and modern life. You have centuries-old shrines sitting alongside futuristic skyscrapers, world-famous bullet trains, incredible food, beautiful seasonal landscapes, and one of the most efficient public transport system in the world. It's also known for being safe, clean, and incredibly well organized, making it very comfortable destination to explore. And the best part, Japan isn't just for one type of traveler. Whether you're a couple looking for a romantic getaway, a family planning a fun vacation, a solo traveler, a foodie, anime fan, or a nature lover, or simply someone who enjoys discovering new culture, Japan has something that will make your trip unforgettable. That's exactly why for many people, one visit to Japan is never enough. Japan is a great destination year-round, but best time to visit depends upon your specific goals. So there are mainly two peak seasons here. One is the autumn months and then the cherry blossom season. October to November is the autumn season, and during this time the leaves turn vibrant yellow, red and orange. This is considered one of the best times to visit due to stunning autumn foliage and pleasant dry weather. March to April is spring season, and this is most popular time for the famous cherry blossom. This is beautiful time to see the sakura flowers in bloom, and it offers beautiful scenery but can be quite crowded. Also, one thing to keep in mind is Japan is a huge country, so cherry blossom happens at different time in each region. Since these are the peak season, the accommodation and flight costs might be higher at this time and it can be crowded as well. May, June and September are the shoulder months. If you prefer a balance of decent weather, smaller crowds and potentially lower cost, these months are excellent option. Keep in mind, mid-June through August can be quite hot and humid and rainy in some part of the country. December to February are the winter months, and these are ideal if you want to experience snow or enjoy winter sports. It is also recommended if your primary goal is to see Mount Fuji, as winter offers the clearest view. Now let's talk about getting to Japan, because this is probably one of the first thing you will be planning. The good news is that flying to Japan from India is easier than ever. There are no land or sea routes for regular travelers, so flying is the only practical option. If you are traveling from a major Indian city like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai or Kolkata, You will find plenty of flight options throughout the year. If you prefer the quickest journey, there are direct flights from Delhi to Tokyo operated by airlines like Air India and ANA. These flights usually take about 8 to 9 hours, making them the most convenient option if your budget allows. However, for most travelers, especially if you are looking to save money, one-stop flights are much better choice. Airlines like Japan Airlines, Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific, Thai Airways, Vietnam Airlines, Malaysia Airlines and a few others connect India to Japan through cities like Singapore, Bangkok, Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur or Hanoi. Depending on your layover, the total travel time is usually between 11 hours to 16 hours. Before you book your flight, let me save you from a mistake that many first-time visitors make. They fly into Tokyo, explore the country, reach Osaka and then realize that they have to spend half a day and lot of money getting back to Tokyo just to catch their return flight. Instead, book your arrival in Tokyo and departure from Osaka. It's one of those small planning decisions that make huge difference. You save time, you avoid unnecessary travel and your entire trip feels much more seamless. As for the airfare, if you book 3 to 5 months in advance, return flights from India generally cost between 50,000 to 65,000 during the regular seasons. During the cherry blossom season, autumn months or the peak holiday season, prices can easily go above 80,000. So booking early can make a significant difference on your budget. Japan has several international airports, but for most first-time visitors, you will only need to know about a few of them. If you are following the classic Japan itinerary covering Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Kyoto, Nara and Osaka, the best option is to arrive in Tokyo and depart from Osaka. Tokyo has two international airports. The first one is Narita International Airport. This is located about 60 km from the city center and most international flights from India and other countries arrive here. It's well connected to Tokyo by express trains and airport buses. The second is Haneda Airport, which is much closer to the central Tokyo and it is just about 20 kilometers away. If your flight lands here, you will reach your hotel much faster, making it very convenient choice. On the other end your trip with Kansai International Airport in Osaka region. This is the main international airport for the Western Japan. It's also well connected to nearby cities like Kyoto, Nara, Kobe, making it an ideal airport for the departure. Japan also has other international airports like Chubu Central Airport in Nagoya, New Chitose Airport in Sapporo for travelers heading to Hokkaido and Fukuoka Airport for exploring southern Japan. But unless you are planning a longer trip that includes covering these regions, you will probably not need these. So to keep things simple, fly into Japan via Tokyo and fly out from Osaka. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of planning your trip, the visa. The good news is that getting a Japan tourist visa is quite straightforward and in most cases the approval process is smooth as long as your documents are complete. First thing to know is that Indian passport holders do need a visa to enter Japan. There are two options for visa, the newer e-visa for tourists and the traditional stamp visa. Both of these require submission via VFS Global Office. Only difference is, for the e-visa, you must carry your passport to the appointment, but you do not need to submit it. This is better option if you are a frequent flyer and don't want to submit your passport. As of the official update, from 1st July 2026, the visa fee is 500 rupees with an additional 1250 as a VFS Global charges, totaling to approximately 750 Indian rupees. Processing time typically takes 4 to 5 working business days after the documents are submitted. Visa is valid for 3 months and allows a maximum stay of 30 days on a single entry tourist visa. You can apply up to 90 days before your travel date. We would recommend you to apply as early as possible as the processing time for the Japan visa is significantly high due to increased volume of applications during the peak season. These are the list of documents that you will need. You can take a screenshot for reference. You can check all this info on the official page of Embassy of Japan in India. I will add the link in the description. One thing you will definitely need throughout your trip is a good internet connection. Although public Wi-Fis are available at airports, hotels, convenience stores, it's not always reliable, so better to buy at least one SIM card for your trip. You have three options here: physical SIM, eSIM and pocket Wi-Fi. Physical SIM is the best and cheapest option. You can order one in advance via app like Klook or buy it at the major airports at the vending machine, which is super convenient. Most tourist SIMs are data only, which is what the travelers need. If your SIM supports eSIM, you can buy it online before your trip and activate it when you land, and you will be good to go. It's quick, convenient and lets you keep your Indian SIM active for the OTPs. These are slightly expensive. Pocket Wi-Fis are best for families or groups since multiple devices can connect to one hotspot. Just remember to keep it charged and carry it with you all the time. For most travelers, 10 to 20 GB of data is enough for a 7 to 10 day trip, and before you leave India, download offline Google Maps and Japanese language pack in Google Translator. They will come in handy even if your internet drops. Sakura Mobile and Mobile are generally the best physical SIMs. If you are opting for eSIM, then Airalo, Ubigi or Holafly will be the better options. Trust me, having reliable internet in Japan will make your trip much smoother, especially when navigating the country's excellent but extensive public transport system. Travel insurance is not mandatory for visiting Japan, but we would highly recommend you to buy travel insurance before traveling because Japan has one of the most expensive healthcare systems in the world. You can easily get travel insurance under 1200 rupees, and the cost will depend on the plan that you are buying, the cover amount and the duration of the trip. It's a small expense, but this can save you a lot of money and stress if something unexpected happens during the trip. The official currency of Japan is the Japanese yen. As of today, 1 yen is worth roughly 58 paisa, although exchange rate keeps on changing, so do check the latest rate before your trip. Now if you are hearing that for the first time, you might be thinking, wait, if 100 yen is only 58 rupees, Japan must be pretty cheap. Well, not quite. Japan is actually one of the most expensive countries to visit, especially when it comes to hotel, transport and popular attractions. The yen may look inexpensive when it is converted, but the prices you will be paying are in hundreds or even thousands of yen. So don't let the exchange rate fool you. A simple meal might cost you around 1000 yen, which is roughly 580 rupees. A Shinkansen ticket can easily cost between 10,000 to 15,000 yen. And hotel prices in cities like Tokyo and Kyoto can add up very quickly. So while Japan isn't impossible to do on budget, it is definitely the destination where planning your expenses in advance makes a big difference. One question many travelers have is, should I carry cash or can I rely on my card? The answer is carry both. Hotels, shopping malls, restaurants and most tourist attractions accept the international card and debit cards without any issue. But you will still come across small local restaurants, temples, street food stalls, vending machines and shops that prefer cash. So it is always a good idea to keep some yen with you. Now let me tell you about exchanging money. Our recommendation is avoid exchanging all your currency at the airport. Airport exchange counters are convenient but usually don't offer the best rate. Instead, exchange a small amount in India before your trip, just enough for your first day. Things like transport, meals or any emergencies. Then, once you are in Japan, you can withdraw cash from ATMs if needed. One of the best places to withdraw cash is 7-Eleven ATMs. They are almost everywhere. They are easy to use, are in English and they accept most international Visa and MasterCards. If you are using a Forex card, that's another great option. You can load Japanese yen before your trip and avoid carrying too much cash. Just make sure you check the card's withdrawal and transaction charges beforehand. Japan has something for every kind of traveler. Whether you are into modern cities, ancient temples, nature, or amazing food, each destination offers a complete different experience. If it's your first time in Japan, Tokyo is where you should start. It's the city where futuristic skyscrapers, centuries-old temples, incredible shopping, world-class food, and anime culture all exist side by side. Anime fans will absolutely love Akihabara, the heart of Japan's anime and gaming scene. And with every neighborhood offering a completely different vibe, Tokyo never gets boring. If you want to experience traditional Japan, you should not miss Kyoto. It has beautiful temples, bamboo forests, peaceful gardens, tea houses, and historical streets where you might even spot people wearing kimonos. It's the perfect place to slow down and soak in Japan's rich culture. Osaka has lively atmosphere, vibrant nightlife, and some of country's best street food. It is known as Japan's food capital and is also home to Universal Studio, making it favorite for families and theme park lovers. Nara is famous for its friendly, free-roaming deers and impressive temples. It's a relaxed destination that's perfect for half-day or full-day visit. This is just a short day trip from Kyoto or Osaka. Hakone is the best places to visit if you are looking for hot springs, scenic landscapes, and stunning views of Mount Fuji. It's an ideal escape from busy cities and offering a chance to experience a traditional Japanese onsen. Hiroshima is a peaceful and modern city. You can visit the Peace Memorial Park to understand its history, and don't miss a short ferry ride to Miyajima Island, famous for its iconic floating torii gate. Sapporo is a fantastic choice if you are a snow lover. It is known for ski resorts, famous snow festival, fresh seafood, and beautiful winter escape. If you are visiting Japan for the first time, I would recommend covering Tokyo, Hakone, Kyoto, Nara, and Osaka. This route gives you a perfect mix of modern Japan, traditional culture, incredible food, and unforgettable scenery. One of the most common questions people ask is, how many days do you actually need to cover Japan? The answer really depends on what you want to experience and the duration of your day. If you have 5 to 7 days, then don't try to cover everything. You can select 2 of the major cities from Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. 10 days gives you a much more relaxed experience. You can explore these cities at a comfortable pace. You can even take a day trip to Nara or Hakone to see Mount Fuji and enjoy the journey instead of rushing from one place to another. 14 days or more is perfect if you want to explore beyond the popular Golden Route. You can add destinations like Hiroshima, Miyajima, Kanazawa, Takayama, or even Hokkaido depending upon the season. Personally, I would recommend planning for at least 10 to 12 days. It will give you enough time to experience both modern and traditional Japan without even feeling rushed. We have put a lot of time and effort into creating this video so that you don't have to spend hours searching for information from different places. So if you are enjoying this video or feel that this video helped you plan your Japan trip, do leave a comment and let us know. Your support genuinely motivates us to keep creating detailed travel guides like this. Now comes the exciting part, the complete 15-day Japan itinerary. This route covers Japan's biggest highlight while keeping travel time practical. You can experience a little bit of everything without feeling rushed. On day 1, arrive in Tokyo. After checking into your hotel, take it easy and explore the nearby attractions. Visit Sansoji Temple in Asakusa, walk through Nakame's shopping street, and enjoy the evening at Tokyo Sky Tree or Sumida River area. On day 2, visit the modern Tokyo. Visit the famous Shibuya crossing, Hachiko statue, Meiji Jingu Shrine, Harajuku's Takeshita Street, and end your day exploring Shinjuku with its observation deck, neon lights, and nightlife. Day 3 is about anime and entertainment. Spend the day in Akihabara for anime, gaming, arcades, and shopping. Later visit Team Lab Planets, Odaiba, or Tokyo Tower depending upon your interest. On day 4, you can choose between Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea, or spend another day exploring Tokyo with places like Ueno Park, Amiyoko Market, or Ginza. On day 5, keep it for the Mount Fuji day trip. Head to the Lake Kawaguchiko region, visit Chireto Pagoda, Oshino Hakkai, and enjoy panoramic views of Mount Fuji if the weather is clear. On day 6, head to Hakone, experience the Lake Ashi Cruise, Hakone Ropeway, Owakodani Valley, and relax in the traditional onsen before traveling to Kyoto in the evening. On day 7, explore the eastern Kyoto, visit the Fushimi Inari Shrine, Kiyomizo Dera Temple, stroll through Ninenzaka and Seninzaka, and spend the evening in beautiful Gyeon district. On day 8, cover the western Kyoto, explore the Arishiyama Bamboo Grove, Tenryuji Temple, Togetsukyo Bridge, and the famous Kinkakuji, which is a golden pavilion. On day 9, explore the hidden gems of Kyoto, visit Nishiki Market, Nijo Castle, or enjoy a traditional tea ceremony and explore Kyoto's quieter streets and cafes. On day 10, take a day trip to Nara Park, meet the famous bowing deer, visit Todaiji Temple, Kasuga Taisha Shrine, and head to Osaka in the evening. On day 11, explore Osaka Castle, Kuroman Market, Shinsaibashi Shopping Street, and finish the day at lively Dotonbori area. On day 12, spend the entire day enjoying Universal Studio Japan, including Super Nintendo World and Wizarding World of Harry Potter. On day 13, visit the attractions in Osaka. First, visit the Umeda Sky Building, Shinsekai, Sutensaku Tower, or simply enjoy Osaka's famous street food and nightlife. On day 14, take an early bullet train to Hiroshima, visit the Peace Memorial Park, Atomic Bomb Dome, then take a ferry to Miyajima Island to see the famous floating Torii Gate at Itsukushima Shrine. On day 15, you can depart back to your place. If you are flying from Osaka, enjoy a relaxed morning before heading to the airport. If your return flight is from Tokyo, then take an early Shinkansen or a domestic flight back. Japan offers a wide range of accommodation options to suit different budgets and preferences. You can easily find hostels, Airbnbs, and hotels. Hostels are the most budget-friendly options with cost starting from approximately 1500 rupees per night per bed. In hotels, the basic and compact room starts around 5000 per night. For a more comfortable stay option with additional amenities, expect to pay between 8000 rupees to 10,000 rupees per night. Airbnbs are more affordable and convenient choice for families or a group of more than 2 people. Let me recommend you some areas to stay in each of the cities. When you are in Tokyo, book the accommodation near Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ginza, Akihabara, or Asakusa region. In Kyoto, opt for areas like Kawaramachi, Shijo, Kyoto Station. You can also choose between Nijo and Sanjaka if you have higher budgets. In Osaka, choose your accommodation near Shinsaibashi, Namba, which is the central area, or areas near Osaka Station like Kita or Umeda. But keep in mind, whatever type or area you choose, ensure that your accommodation is within walking distance of a subway station for easy connectivity. Now let's first talk about traveling within cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. Japan's public transport is one of the best in the world. It's clean, on time, and easy to use. And best part is that you don't have to wait much as the frequency is good. For almost all your sightseeing, you can use metros, local trains, and buses. That will be the most cost-efficient way to get around. I recommend getting an IC card like Suica, Pasmo, or ICOCA. Just load some money onto it, tap in and out at the stations. You can also use it on most city buses and even at many convenience stores and vending machines. Buses are similarly priced, so public transport is very affordable. Just use Google Maps and it will tell you exactly which train to take, the platform number and even which exit to use. Other way is via cabs, but this will be pretty expensive. If you are traveling with a group, then it will be good and convenient option, but for 1 or 2 people, this will unnecessarily add to your budget. Now if you are traveling from one city to another, Japan's famous bullet train is way to go. The Shinkansen is fast, comfortable and incredibly perfect. You can travel from Tokyo to Kyoto in about 2 hours 15 minutes or Tokyo to Osaka in about 2.5 hours. One way Tokyo to Kyoto bullet train costs roughly like 13,000 to 15,000 yen, while Tokyo to Osaka is around 14,000 yen to 16,000 yen. The cost will depend on the train and seat type. Now let's talk about the JR Pass. Many people have this confusion if it is worth buying for traveling between Tokyo, Kyoto and Osaka route. In general, buying individual Shinkansen tickets is actually cheaper. The JR Pass will only make sense if you are covering several long distance journeys across Japan in a short period of time. For the most travelers, my recommendation is simple. Use metros and IC cards within the cities and book individual bullet train tickets for traveling between the cities. Now let's talk about one of the best parts of Japan trip, the food. And trust me, even if you are not a foodie, Japan will surprise you. Japanese food is much more than sushi. Every region has its own specialities and you will find everything from affordable street food to world famous restaurants. You must try sushi, ramen, udo, soba, tempura, takoyaki, okonomiyaki, yakitori, Japanese curry and of course matcha desserts. If you are on a budget, you can easily find convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Family Mart and Lawson where you can get surprisingly fresh sandwich, rice balls, bento boxes, desserts, coffee and snacks at very reasonable prices. For Indian travelers, finding vegetarian food is possible, especially in cities like Tokyo, Kyoto and Osaka. There are plenty of vegetarian, vegan and Indian restaurants, but if you are a very picky eater or want to eat at a pure veg restaurant, then it can be difficult for you. Make sure to plan ahead. You can use apps like Happy Cow to find vegan and vegetarian restaurants near your current location. Coming to the cost, a meal at casual restaurant usually costs around 800 yen to 1500 yen, while a good ramen bowl starts from about 900 yen. Convenience store meals can cost a little as 500 yen to 800 yen, making them a great option for budget travelers. If you are confused where to eat, just follow the locals. If you see a long queue outside a restaurant, it is usually a sign of high quality food. Before you leave for Japan, there are a few apps I would highly recommend downloading. Trust me, they will make your trip much easier. Number 1 is Klook. This is perfect for booking attractions, tickets, airport transfers and experiences, and all of these you can find at discounted prices. Number 2 is Google Maps. This is your go-to app for navigating Japan's excellent public transport. It shows train routes, platform numbers, transfer timings and even the best station exits. Next is the Japan Travel by Navitime. This is great for planning train journeys, checking routes and finding the best transport options across the country. Number 4 is Uber and Go Taxi. Go Taxi is Japan's most popular taxi hailing app. It is very useful if you need a cab late at night or in area with limited public transport. Next is Table Log. This is useful to find local favorites and high-rated restaurants. Number 6 is Google Translate. This is a lifesaver if you don't speak Japanese. You can use the camera feature to instantly translate the menus, signs and product labels. Number 7 is Suica apps. This might not be compatible with all the phones. It will let you use a digital IC card for trains, buses and even purchases at convenience stores so that you don't have to carry the physical card. Last app on my list is Happy Cow. If you are a vegetarian, this app will help you find all the vegan and vegetarian options near your place. Now let's talk about one of the biggest questions. How much does a trip to Japan actually cost? The good news is that Japan can fit different budgets. While it's not the cheapest destination in Asia, it's also not as expensive as people think, if only you plan your trip well. Let me give you a rough estimate for about 15 days for 2 people, and all these amounts are in INR. Flights will cost you 1,60,000, but make sure to book it in advance, otherwise the cost will be more. Also, if you are traveling during the peak season, this cost can be even more higher. Accommodation will cost you 1,20,000 for 15 days for a budget hotel. If you opt for luxury hotels, these prices can be high. Visa will cost you 3,500 rupees for 2 people, but if you do it via an agent, it can cost you higher, about 9,000 to 12,000 rupees. Travel insurance, you can easily get under 3,000, but ensure your whole trip is covered. For local transport, you can expect to pay 60,000, covering a mix of metro, bus and Shinkansen depending upon your itinerary. SIM card will cost you between 3,000 to 4,000 for 30 days. Food will cost you 50,000 for all your meals, coffees and water, everything for 15 days. Entry ticket for the major attractions will cost about 40,000 to 45,000 rupees. So roughly you can expect to spend about 4,53,000 rupees for a comfortable mid-range trip. Roughly comes to 2,26,500 per person. If you are a budget traveler or a backpacker, you can easily save good amount of money on accommodation and plan this trip between 1.4 to 1.6 lakh per person. And for a luxury trip, this cost can easily go beyond 3 lakh per person. Before we wrap up, let me give you a few practical tips that will make your Japan trip smoother and help you avoid common first-timer mistakes. Number 1. Carry some cash. While the cards are widely accepted, some small restaurants, local shops, temples and vending machines still prefer cash. Number 2. Travel light. You will be walking a lot and using trains frequently. A mid-sized suitcase is much easier to manage than a large one. Number 3. Book the popular attractions in advance. Places like Theme Lab Planets, Universal Studio Japan and the Ghibli Museum often sell out well ahead of time. Wear comfortable shoes. You can easily expect to walk 15,000 to 25,000 steps a day, especially in cities like Tokyo and Kyoto. Keep a small trash bag because public dustbins are surprisingly limited, so you will often need to carry your trash until you find one. Next, download the offline Google Maps before your trip. It's a lifesaver if you lose internet or enter areas with weak signal. Start your sightseeing early because popular destinations are much quieter in the morning and you will get better photos with fewer crowds. Respect local etiquettes, queue patiently, keep your voice low in public transport and always follow local rules. The Japanese value cleanliness and consideration for others. Observe the queuing culture at train stations and shops. Next is learn a few basic Japanese phrases. This is not mandatory, but local appreciates this effort. Phrases like konnichiwa for hello, arigato gozaimasu for thank you, and sumimasen for excuse me are appreciated by locals. Tipping is not part of Japanese culture and this can be considered rude. So while you are at restaurants and you like the service, keep this point in mind. Next, do not eat while walking as it is considered sloppy. Instead, find a bench or eat near the shop. Next is avoid jaywalking even if the roads are empty. Next is carry a type AB plug adapter and keep your passport handy while shopping to claim on-the-spot tax deductions. If you are still wondering whether Japan is actually worth the time and money, my answer is a big yes. And once you visit, you will understand why so many people keep going back. Japan is one of those rare countries that has something for everyone. You can spend your morning visiting a peaceful temple that's hundreds of years old, your afternoon exploring futuristic streets filled with neon lights and anime stores, and your evenings enjoying some of the best food you'll ever have. So if Japan has been on your bucket list for a while, I would say don't just keep waiting. It's one of those destinations that truly lives up the hype, and chances are you will already be planning your next visit before the first one is over. And that's our ultimate Japan travel guide. I hope this video has made planning your Japan trip a little easier and a lot more exciting. If you have been dreaming about visiting Japan, I genuinely hope you get to experience it soon, because it is one of those countries that stays with you long after the trip is over. If you found this guide helpful, do let us know in comments. We would love to hear which city you are most excited to visit, or if you have already been to Japan, share your favorite experience with everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in our next travel guide. Until then, happy wandering. Sayonara.